unmuted. Was that whole thing muted?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, we're in Arizona at Rita's beautiful home. I just flew in this morning, and we want to know we want to know what is stopping, or what we've learned about what is stopping us from taking action, because we know that we want things in life, but then how come we just won't do them? So we're Rita and Tammy, your brain trainers, and it's interesting how the brain works and how it prevents you and protects you and saves you from doing the things that we don't know what's in the background of your thoughts, of your thinking and your experiences.
Yeah. So what stops you? And we're doing the series of breaking the habit of being yourself. So one of the things that you can do to break the habit of being yourself is notice the actions that you do want to take. Like, what actions are the ones that you want to take, and why do you want to take them? Being there, having those actions, if the action is going for a walk, what are you going to get out of going for a walk? Oh, I'm going to get to feel open. I'm going to venture out. I'm going to look, listen. I'm going to pay attention. Like, what is it that you're going to get out of going for a walk? What's another action people like to do? Eat healthy.
Yeah, eating healthy.
So like, if you were to eat healthy, what would you get out of, eating healthy? I would feel light. I would feel airy. I would feel like, what are you going to get? So you want to find out what it is that you want, right? Once you know what it is you want, you can look at what is it? What are you currently doing right now? What are you currently doing or not doing? So if that is, I'm currently not eating healthy. I'm currently not even going for a walk. I currently don't even put on my shoes. I currently don't even get out of bed. Like, whatever it is, just be with what is, right? And know how you know you're stuck. Know how you know that you're coming in and out. And then that's where we go to work on. That's where the stop technique comes in. And that's where you start breaking the pattern in your brain, in your mindset, in your thoughts, to be able to get you into action. So how do we do that?
Well, this was an awesome example. So Rita has a pool right back here, and the water's 50 degrees. So that is cold. And the air is about 62 degrees. And my daughter wanted to jump in, and she stood there and she's like, I'm afraid. So we used the stop technique. She wanted to do it because she was excited to be here. She loves pools for whatever her reasons are. And so we were like, tap, let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. That fear of doing what you want.
And I did it 6 times.
And then she did it several times. Yes. And so there are certain actions that you don't take, and there's a pattern there. So stop that pattern. And then we counted backwards, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And she jumped right in. Yeah. And that was the very first time. So it's a stop stress technique, because the stress in your body is going to prevent you. There's no way you're going to override that stress response unless you're aware of it, and then you interrupt it and disrupt it, and then you imagine what you're getting out of it. So for her, what she was getting out of it is feeling alive and being in the sun and getting to go swimming, which is a super great experience for her. And so now that experience was able to override her stress and her fear response of it.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think what happens is when you get 10 times more excited about that, about that action, then it's easier for your brain to assimilate. Yeah. Your brain's assimilating that action because you're in there, you're excited, and you're going to do it. So if that's putting on your shoes, the minute you get the idea, the minute you get an inspiration, or you get touched, or you get moved to do something, you do the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're like, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to get in there, because you had the idea, your brain sent it to your conscious awareness that you want to do it, and now you have to take action. You want to take action. So counting backwards, going towards the action, and maybe if you know you're always negotiating with yourself, like, oh, I can do it later in 5 minutes, as soon as it's not windy, as soon as it's not too hot, as soon as it's not too cold, as soon as I get, we could always make excuses. But I think the tapping, the stop technique really interrupts that. And then you get 10 times more excited, and you put on your shoes, you go brush your teeth, go brush your hair, do the thing, lean into the thing that you know, because we like
that
comfort.
you really want.
We love comfort. We know that our brain is trained. That's what our brain does. But now you're not 5, 8, 10, 12. Now you're an adult, and you know that you want to do something, create something. So
make it great.
Yeah.
I mean, make it great. This is your life. You get to design it and create it. And it's a powerful technique in the moment to bring you present and then let you make that good choice for the long-term goal. So we know that eating health provides long-term goals. Going for walks provides long-term goals. Being with your family in a positive way provides long-term goals. And so those long-term goals now become part of your everyday life.
Creating new habits. So if you want to create new habits, new actions, and you're not doing it, do the stop technique and move and lean into it and get 10 times more excited, because your brain it'll be effortless when you do that. It'll be effortless. Like if you want to make that phone call to that client, or you want to do those, you know, send mass emails, get excited, change the physiology of your body. And then step into that and keep doing it little bit by little bit, step by step. You're growing that muscle. If you do 1% a day, 1 power hour a day, can you imagine 365 days?
It's going to be a massive change, right?
Yeah.
We know that from The Slight Edge. I mean, there's so many books on that, the compound effect. Like the truth is, the more that you're growing and moving towards your goal, the ball gets rolling.
Yeah. And I think we were doing the Earl Nightingale, and he talks about having a worthwhile ideal, a worthwhile goal, a worthwhile target, and it has to be worthwhile. So know what your target is and just make it 10 times more fun, 10 times more. So if it's 10 calls, put it down. They're going to do 100 calls, right? And then get excited about it. And if you're feeling fear, anxiety, worry, then you start doing this little tap thingy and you're smiling, you're letting that go, and you come back until you can do it and step into it.
Exactly. Override your own thought processes, your own programs to give yourself the life that you love. So subscribe, share this video with your friends, and make sure to click notifications